Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stretch. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the tech hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the tech missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window?
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Bravo! 58, come on! Yeah, let's get set lunch. Slip! Go Chief! Kill! Check 99! Check 99!
Now Carr. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Be alert! Be alert! 55! Exit!
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still
Now a run with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
44, come on, 44.
Now Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
44, Mike, 44.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily...
And the Raiders have got him. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big game, still a ways to go, though. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Hey, we're good.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that.
Carr now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch out.
To throw his Carr. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
29. Check 59, Mike. Hey, hold it. 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Foles. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Foles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
65, 44.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 13.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Mike Fofo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hayden scores.
After the sack on 1st down, Foles got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
6:37. Express. 59. Here we go.
From the 38, Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Carr gives to Richard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. At the 41, they run. Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's get out the field, defense. Motion.
This is a Ajayi. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Be alert, be alert. 12.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. on the NFL scoreboard. They are in the third now in New Orleans. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Montgomery. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Under.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing communication.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Welcome back now here in London. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. On 2nd down, Richard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second down and goal. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfro with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike Bofo. Come on, team. Here we go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, wahoo! 44 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Girl. 44, Mike. Zebra. Watch the run. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Foles now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The toss play to Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Raiders,